Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Syken and today we are continuing our Hunter Syken shoots. So we made our way to the wetlands. I did have a raid yesterday and just farmed one or two quests down here without recording them. That brought us to early level 26. Nothing big has happened, so now it's time for us to actually start the exploration. Reclaiming goods with a damaged crate. Apprentice's duty with getting giant crocodile skins. Then this year, the War Banners will be a hard quest. And the quest with a prospector here, which kind of opens quite a few follow-up quests. We also theoretically have the chance for the elite quests here, but those are level 30-ish. And we do have Tramping Pawns and the Green Wardens, which are quests over here. So buckle up, Buttercup. There's a lot to do in the wetlands, and I'm actually quite hyped to do the wetlands instead of the alternative, which would be Ashenvale. Granted though, Ashenvale would lead to Blackfathom Depth, and that in turn would lead to our first dungeon with a hunter, which currently still hasn't happened. I'm a bit worried that this will just be a solo playthrough without any dungeons, and they are the best part about all of those playthroughs. So I'm actively monitoring all of the potential dungeons, but I mentioned a couple of times in the previous videos that the server's getting more and more empty, so there isn't that much. I mean, they're looking for a Gnome Regan at the moment. Number one, too low. That's more level 30 dungeon and not a level 24 dungeon, 26 dungeon. And secondly, I'm not a healer. I can heal my pet, but let's be real with ourselves. That's not our role. So we need to reclaim the goods, which is down here. So I gotta free this up a little bit. That's our first job before moving further north to get the crocodile. Okay. So I think that would be over here-ish. As always, when you're kind of having a densely populated area, try to make sure that you have a path out, which is what I'm doing. And then really kill everything. That's the important part. Can't stress that enough. On hardcore, you don't want to take any risks or chances. Good, fantastic. We can tank a couple of hits, that's not a problem. And they are, by the way, the goods, so we're right on the money. Good, next up, searching more goods, which will be this camp. In the process of all of this, a lot of Murlocs will need to die. And since we now freed up kind of that coastal part here, might as well be generous with our pathing. I don't like ads. This here is the next spot right there, this barrel. Good, we got a trap just in case if his Murloc friend would have come to help him. Good. One more. As the search continues. And this will lead us all the way through these little huts. Like I said, on hardcore, just be generous with killing stuff. There's a patrol over here. Specifically if you're a hunter and you can kill fast. And there shouldn't be any question whether or not you do it. One of the quests that I'm, by the way, looking forward to do once we're a little bit higher level is one for a bigger ammunition pouch. At this point in time, that small ammunition pouch is just not cutting it anymore. And having the like 20, no, it's 16 I think. Whatever. 16 slot ammo pouch isn't bad at all. And I think I even have one in my bank if I'm not mistaken, like a crafted one that requires level 30. So we're going to get one with or without the quest. But yeah, it's interesting because the small ammo pouch has 1,200 shots at best. Like that is it completely being filled. And there were 2 times off screen where all of a sudden I couldn't attack anymore. I was like, okay, wait, what's going on? And then I realized, oh, oops, the ammunition is gone. Like typically I'm observant, but if that would have happened in a tough or tight spot, it could have been very, very detrimental. Just want to highlight how easy the hunter goes through all of this. I mean, we cleared in the time of me narrating through that, through what I think was 20-ish enemies, and there wasn't even a problem. Not at all. Double pulls, no issue. Nothing. Okay, so we are done with the search, and the Murlocs are successfully killed. This here is still a little bit too high level. We're going, those are follow-up quests, mind you. Good, and we're now just going all the way to the top until we get those crocodile skins. From there, I would say we're trading in the Fall of Dun Mordir and get the follow-up quests, because why not? If there actually would be a group doing it without me needing to fully organize it, I would potentially tag along, although I'm too low in level at the moment. But that would be, we're kind of barely on that edge of being able to contribute, and with a good group, like a 5-man group, we could easily do it. But no, we're going here, pick up the quests, it's all good. Then do these quests here, and on our way back we're doing the war banners, because the orcs do have the net ability that allows them to put you into place, and that is ultra dangerous. If you pull ads and they net you, that's how many good men died. Alright, fast forward this part here for you. Alrighty, got the skins. Let's get the Fall of Dun Morgor done. And since there are a couple of really good quests here, do we have enough room? I mean, listen, do we really need the quests? One we can't even take yet, so let's abandon it. We know they are here, we could always take it. but we would need one more level to even start it properly. And yeah, like I said, we're on the brink of making it worthwhile. One more level, and then I think, or two more levels even. I think 28 is that last quest. You get a triplet of quests, and as you can see, the quests are between level 30 and 34, so potentially I'm still a little bit low. We're going to do the Green Warden now, because that's a lot of quests here, and then a couple of follow-up quests there. An easy one for us. And the level 28 War Banners is a preparation for Nesharok, who is the necromancer here in the wetlands. So that'll be kind of a follow-up quest afterwards. And those quests here, the Prospector quests, they're actually very much within our level range. Might as well do that. A lot of quests with a few dinosaurs at an old excavation site. So I think if we can pull everything off, we just started the level, it's 30% in. I would say we can do 27 and a bit. Is potentially a realistic frame. And then we will need to see. Challenges, we're running out of quests if we don't want to do Ashenvale. I think that it will be necessary for us to do Ashenvale then. The other alternative would be to run Black Fathom Depth. That definitely would allow us to get enough quests, but then again, rinse and repeat. We do not yet have the groups, and it is a empty server. So reality is likely going to be, if we want to go to level 29, almost 30-ish, then Ashenvale would be the right play. Just going a full sweep Ashenvale, all of the quests from green to the high level quests. And there are even a couple of quests that are interesting. In Dark Shore, for instance, like right here, there's this tower of something. What's it called? I think there's even a quest. The Tower of Altharax. And that goes all the way until really high level. So 30 odd something. I've never fully finished that quest, so it would be interesting to do that for the purpose of actually doing it. So might as well want to see how well we are, how well we're doing without a dungeon, and make the problem that we're having rather a feature. So for now, that's all in the future. Here our job is to get moss-hide mongrels, and that works very well so far. A full camp, and we don't need a single one of these guys. Yeah, we just need the ones that are running around left and right, but that's okay. We're just going to work our way towards south here. When I am fighting close to camps of multiple enemies, I'm trying to have kind of a backup plan of how to deal with it. Normally it would be concussive shot. Doesn't work now, but we're high level enough, elsewise I would have likely wing clipped him. Just making sure that you prevent them from pulling more. So back to the thought process around Ashenvale. I always liked Ashenvale. It's a great questing location, But the point is, I also want to kind of showcase like some other quests that we haven't done so far, and typically I end up with very similar questing routes. So the Tower of Ashen Arax would be a cool new feature. Oh, come on, we're being flanked. Those guys are creeping up on us. Don't like it. This is, by the way, an ultra fast respawning location, and also an indication why the server is empty, because high level characters that are being power leveled by others, you will find them here. So this is the AoE grinding spot for people that are getting power leveled. So one of his classical approaches: pull the entire camp, mob tag them, as in low level character gets a high level character pulls all of them together without dealing damage. Then low level character throws a iron grenade or something, and then high level characters finish the job. Okay, here we need to be a bit careful. So those are multiples that are incoming now. Not the cleanest of all pulls, but still okay. Got a 20-minute spirit decay. Well, there could be worse things. I could take the mongrel off of me, but I need to eat anyways and want stat food, so it's a deliberate decision to let him hit me. Triple pull, that is. Still managed to do it. Could have potentially taken a fourth one, to be entirely honest. Not very clean with the trap. I could have done that better. But I was, when shooting this guy, I was hoping that we only take the two right ones and not a full set of all of them. So there's that. That's my excuse. That, on the other hand, was a much cleaner pull. Okay, running a little bit out of space here. I don't like fighting that confined, and you can see insta respawn, which is what I mentioned, can be a dangerous location. Another instant respawn. This is hyper spawn 101. Now that we've broken up the camp, we basically can benefit from the hyper spawn. You can see immediate respawn over here. These should not add. Okay, we're good. Might want to clean out back here. I don't want to clean out back here, just so that I do have an exit path. I don't like this long-winded exit path. Anyways, I think it's a good option here to fast forward. This is just me grinding it down. There are still quite a few kills that I need to take. 8 more moss-held gnolls, so we're going to do exactly that. So fast forward for you guys. Alrighty, easy enough. Almost too easy. We got ourselves a nice little quest reward here. By the way, back here, this looks kind of innocent, but it is not. This is kind of one of the high level areas where level 60 elites, like really strong level 60 elites, are roaming. Onyxia pre-chain for Horde. So you better not move there. Okay, we are trading in the tramping paws, and I think the follow-up, if my memory serves me well, was here. More gnolls, that is. Or somewhere here and then more gnolls. It was either a 2-step or 3-step. It's Fire Taboo and then Blasted in Valencia, so Fire Taboo will be here. I think that was the dragons. And then we're going to get more gnolls. So that's our 3 little quest steps done. And then we will move all the way to here, get a couple of orcs, and move in. And then we have more or less all of the wetlands quests done. Yeah, I remember. Those were the invisible stalkers. Most of them were here. Okay, cool. Yeah, easy. So we're going to do that, come back, and then do the rest of the gnolls. So what we're looking for are elementals. Do we have track elemental, beast, humanoids, lore? No. But we have track hidden. Because they are stealth elementals. I know, sounds a little bit weird, but there are those like watery earth elemental types here, and the same ones creepers. There we go. And that same type you also find in the Unguro crater. And we will need to kill the fen runners, not the creepers, so the little bit bigger versions of these guys. The little bit bigger versions of these guys. Good. Fen creeper. We're looking for fen runner, if I'm not mistaken. Am I tripping? Just need to make sure that we're not... Oh, my bad. We actually need to... the creepers are the follow-up. We need to kill gnolls. I am indeed tripping. Thank you for asking. It was the other way around. Well, more gnolls it is then. So it's pretty obvious that the dangerous part here is fighting the gnolls in these massive camps of 4+ enemies. But if you look very closely enough, and that is why I would say that pattern recognition and a certain amount of just intelligence is helpful in World of Warcraft. If you look very closely, this guy here is moving in and out and in and out. So up here, he's not going to chain the rest of the camp, but inside the camp, he still would. So the plan is, oops, forgot that there is still a hidden elemental in there. Good, this could be a triplet. We're a hunter, so the wrong guy. Now Cypher is taking the brunt of the damage. Levels in the process. And that's the dangerous part, really. Mainly them casting spells. I would have been fine. I still have a lot of pots. Speaking about which, these are still level 12 health potions. This is how you can see that I never really needed them, so I want to exchange them for the slightly higher level potion versions. And the fun part about Hunter is you oftentimes do not even need a potion whatsoever. Like this is a double pull. For other classes, something that they would be afraid of. Actually triple pull, because that elemental is still there. But yeah, the continuous damage of the Hunter and just juggling the enemies between you and your pet makes it so easy. Anyways, I will continue just getting the remaining flint steel here, and then we'll trade in. Alrighty, done deal. Got the nice little stones from their possession, and now it's time for those hidden creepers, and I think then we need to trade in, and got that quest line done as well. We are at almost 60%, still got 2 quests to be traded in here and a bunch of quests here, so yeah, 27 will be doable, maybe even 27 and a bit, so 27.2.3, but then we're running out of things to do here, and the next natural consequence will be to go to Ashenvale. I mean, you can hit 2 birds with 1 stone now that I think about it. Ashenvale is right where Blackfathom Depths are, so currently, unless there would like be a full group that was just be looking for me, not even sure if there would have been so much sense in me just running through the entire or half of the world just to get to Blackfathom Depths without any context. So it might actually be more efficient to wait until we are in Ashenvale, and if we're anyways questing there, then the travel distance to the dungeon is neglectable, because oftentimes you're losing the time by needing to just run to the dungeon, which is why the pure, like going once to a dungeon, unless you do have quests there from an XP standpoint, very seldomly is a good idea. Maybe exception would be exceptionally slow killing classes like healing paladins or holy paladins. They could benefit from dungeons, because they essentially get still slow but a little bit faster killing speed. So in some ranges, for instance, also with Scarlet Monastery, because it's just a XP rich dungeon, if you can pull it off, then pure killing sometimes is worth it. But yeah, bottom line or general sentiment, if you're just there for the kill XP, dungeons plus traveling there are not worth it. I mean, I'm playing like what, half an hour here, almost did another level just by staying here. If I would grind mobs, it would potentially be even a little bit faster. So that's hard to beat from a pure speed perspective. We're going this, and then backwards, looking for these hidden fen creepers. So now we need to kill all of them. And I'm thinking maybe I'm not even switching out of my aspect, because this is so drive-by shooting that we're not fighting here for a long period of time. Yeah, we just need to kill 12 of them with track hidden. It's a little bit easier, but yeah, these guys are typically a pain in the neck to solve. So we're going over here, and this is their main spot, so might as well go here. Alright, fast forward for you guys, not needing to see me stumble upon all of those young wetland crocodiles. We're just going to kill most of these guys, and then we need to trade back. There we go, another fen creeper. This time, however, I will actually change aspects. Good, see you in a bit. Alrighty, so this here is where we need to go in a second, but we're going to, first of all, I did all of the elementals, so we're going to trade in soon-ish. You know what, might as well trade in now. Then we're going back, because I'm not going to come back into that direction, so we're just going to run it down. We'll trade it in, and then that quest line is done. Funnily enough, we're already at 70% in the level. Just a little check so far. We played 23 hours, almost level 27. That's not too bad. This level in particular, we played 1 hour. So now the levels are becoming longer and longer, and therefore it'll take a little bit. And maybe with another run I'll actually try to do a fast leveling time, as in low played time. Might try out the rested XP add-on to see if I can speed run it. Anyways, we're going to trade in. We're going to then start with the orcs, because that's really what I wanted to showcase to you guys. There we go. Rethiel the Green Warden. Nothing exceptionally good. I like the Herbalism Blade, but quite a bit of experience. 2600 is huge. That's almost 10% of a level, so that was a good quest line. We're 80% in. Now it's time for the orcs, which I want to take from here. We're going to see that in a second, and then we're doing all of the raptor follow-up quests. Alrighty, so this is where it becomes interesting. These guys don't look like much, but there are a couple of things that make this here a very, very dangerous situation. So for starters, they hit relatively hard, not like ultra hard, but relatively speaking hard for their level. They have a decent amount of hit points. They run away when they well, yeah, there we go. I was about to say they run away when they are low, which can trigger more of them. And the worst part by far is the net ability, which, let's see, immobilizes someone for 10 seconds. That is massive. Just look at it. Pet is getting netted. If you do run away from them and you have like more than one of them on you, this is what's going to happen. It's also not very fun to fight them if you are a pet class, because they will net your pet and just basically come to you. And all of them do have it, so say if you do have 3 of them on you, that means you're not going to get away. Unless you do have something like the gnome racial ability, escape artist, you're just not going to get away. On top of it, they are very, very, very densely clustered in their little hideouts here. So it is, all things considered, one of those situations, if you don't know that you are in a dangerous spot, it's incredibly easy to kind of mistake this here for an easy sailing spot, and then you're going to die. But luckily my kiting is on point. So I don't necessarily need a pet in order to be successful. If we ever manage to take more than 2, let's say 3 plus, that's the point in time where I would likely just run. And you can see they're dishing out a fair amount of damage. Cypher is coming in with a bit of tanking ability, but not enough to just withstand that damage of 2 of them. Down to 9%. Got a friendly warlock here, affliction warlock, self-found. Okay, let's hope they don't make any mistakes. Good, my job here is to get banners, and that can take quite a few kills. And then we need to walk our way up to the right hand side, because there's a drop down to go to the other quests. So that's another point, another fun fact about these already difficult orcs. You don't only need to kill like a few of them, you're gonna need to kill a lot, because the banners aren't dropping that frequently. The warlock also knows what's up, and I would be surprised if they are fear kiting here. Okay, mark my words, this is not going to go well for the warlock. They are level 29, so well, that's not the worst. $29, right? Yeah. So they have a few levels above us, so for them the orcs aren't as threatening. But still, if he fears one of them into a camp back there, that's going to be a tough situation. See, normally I would take aggro from one of them, but that's not a good idea. With a pet being netted, I'd rather let them be on Zephyr and tank it out the good old way. When he pulls ads, he's using the succubus in order to just seduce one of the ads, which is good. And I'll do as much as I can in order to not pull ads. Alright, move it through our pet so that there is a chance that Growl takes him off. And then just simply kill them. Okay, one more and then we're going to fast forward. I'm exceptionally unlucky with the banners. I mean, I killed quite a few. And although the drop rate isn't phenomenal, it is much better than what you would be seeing here. There we go. Warlock is helping us a little bit, which is nice. Thank you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Fast forward. Alright, we are done with the initial quest. There is a follow-up, but we're definitely too low for that yet. However, we're not too low to take on the quests here. A couple of excavation and minor quests. Models creature, yeah, sure, we can do that. Very good. So, gotta get those fragments down there, and then we need to get mottled raptors. And look at that. I mean, we're like what, 95% in. So maybe my initial take with 27.2.3 is wrong. Maybe it is a little bit more. Okay, the trick down here is we need to get 4 fragments. They are in these little chests, which you can't see because they haven't spawned in. And they are a perfect opportunity for us to just kill everything on sight. Raptors, by the way, make excellent pets as well, just like felines. They have a high DPS, so that could have been a dwarf playthrough with a raptor as well. I actually really like raptors, but I wanted to do one with a ape, so we're going to stick with that. However, 32, which is the earliest time when we can get an ape, is still a few levels away, so we're not doing that yet. And I will also not go out of my way to get all of the pet abilities, because you can simply get the highest level ones at the end. So if we're getting kind of an extra ability here or there, good. If not, also okay. So let me show you how... there we go. That's one of those relics. They're either sarcophagi or those big vases. And there are plenty of like hardcore death clips around here because people, for whatever reason, don't take the raptors and their thrash ability serious. So if you're trying to kite these raptors around for long enough, they will actually hurt very, very much. There's a bit of like movement shenanigans that you can do with these here, just like fence jumping. You can force them to path around and use that to your advantage. But I was always wondering, like, why would you do that? Why not almost religiously kill one after the other? This is how you survive in hardcore. Just have your escape path cleared and good things will happen to you. But yeah, I mean, there's potentially a reason why only 1% of the players make it to level 60, because not everybody thinks that way. Giving our good pet time to regenerate. Just look at how quick the health is coming back. It's always a lovely sight. Okay, let's find the next location. These are, as if you couldn't see or couldn't guess, these are random. So there are spawn points, but these are just potential spawn points. They aren't set in stone. Is there anything here? No. Well, we can make our way up to there, because one of the four is always up there. I could use Scare Beast in order to make him run, but that could trigger ads, and we don't want that. Instead, we're just standing our ground here. A little bit of healing whilst our pet is taking the brunt of the damage. You can see they slap quite a bit, so we need to counter heal. And then to speed up the process, just bandage my pet. So if you pull 2 or 3, things are going to get out of hand, but if you stay in your lane, it's not that bad. Wow, nice, there we go. Getting the crit chance of the pet will help the pet to continue having enough threat. And it later also gains more energy when it crits, so there's a lot of value in the pet regularly critting. And these little raptors are hitting harder than I anticipated. Good. Putting a trap down just in case. And whilst the danger with the orcs is they could net you and then just overwhelm you, these guys brute force deal a lot of damage, and that can lead to a problem. Good, let me clear up all the way to the top of the hill. As you can see, I'm still being very generous with what I do and do not attack. Mainly because I really don't want ads. That's the one lesson that I've learned from many hardcore playthroughs. Just make sure that you're staying in a position where there aren't a lot of ads. This here is, by the way, also hyperspawn area, which explains why there is another raptor behind us. So this is actually a bit of a dangerous place if you haven't cleared it for yourself. The edges not so much, but the center definitely is a bit more dangerous. But it's also a fantastic place in our level range to just continuously kill mobs. Not that I would want to grind here, but I'm just saying, these guys, like, it's a dense spawn, you don't need to walk far for the next mob to come to you, and you could just go to town. So I can see why people are using this as a grinding spot. And I need a bigger quiver. Like, it's getting ridiculous at this point. So, there's the urn, the other relic that we were looking for. And I think afterwards I'll just do the rest off camera. Already have a long episode, but a good one. Like, this was super good in terms of XP. And there's, I think, if I recall correctly, there's even a follow-up quest. Oh, and there's a third one. Need to kill 10 of the smaller raptors. This here is a named raptor, by the way, which is also why he's a little bit higher at level Sarletooth. Need to kill him later for follow-up, if I'm not mistaken. The follow-up of these, like, Omer's Revenge. So I would need to come back to here anyways. Which lets me think about, maybe I'll just jump down, do the stuff here, and then come back in. That's the right play. And let me just showcase really quickly what's happening over here. Not only are there smaller raptors, but there are also, like, these oozes on the ground. So we need to get them. Modeled creatures and modeled raptors. No, it's not even the oozes. I'm tripping. We need to just kill all of the raptors, and then there's a follow-up inside, and then there is the boss that we just killed. So that's the kill quest that accompanies the relics, and we're better off just doing all of that first, and then essentially taking the relics on the side, because now I already got the last relic, but I need to go back and kill this guy. Doesn't matter, there's still lots of killing XP involved, so I'm happy with that. Cool, fast forward until I'm done with killing all of those raptors. Alrighty, so first things first, we've killed the raptors. Still need those few fragments, but we need more raptor skills, so that's all good. All good in the hood, as they say. We are... What do you do up here? This guy here grieves because raptors have killed, like, I think his beloved one or family. It's essentially his revenge. And that raptor has the audacity to sneak up here. Wow. Not sure if that is intended to happen. Anyway, so next up, killing Razor Moors and what are the others? Scythe Claws. Okay, cool. So that's me just going through 20 of the high level raptors, or higher level raptors, and then and hopefully getting the urns as part of it. So I can already see there's one here, but we already have that, so we need to find the fragments somewhere else. But since I need to kill 20 of these guys, pretty sure that we will have enough time finding all of the fragments that we need. So that is more of the same, this time just with a quest attached. Killing all of the raptors. There's another urn, but it again is nothing. I was pretty sure that this here would be one. Well, unlucky, I guess. So those are the 2 fragments that we already have. There are more, but I just need to find them. Okay, fast forward. Alright, so real life calls. I will just log out here and do the rest the next time, but there isn't really that much that is happening. Just doing that quest and then trading everything in. In the next episode, we're going to see hopefully Ashen Vale or a dungeon. Let's see. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next episode. Bye bye.